Hello guys, welcome back to Code and Test. So this is the second series in DP203 and today we are going to see about DP203 certification terms, video number 2. So just jump into questions. So if you're watching for the first time, I have created one more video prior to this video and I have covered few questions over there. This is the second video. Okay. Moving to the question. So the first question is, the question number is why you have a table in an Azure Synapse Analytics dedicated SQL pool. The table was created by using the following transfer SQL statement. So the SQL statement has been given over here, and you need to alter the table to meet the following requirements. Ensure that user can identify the current manager of employees. Support create an employee reporting hierarchy for the entire company. Provide fast lookup of the manager's attributes such as name and job title. Which column should you add to the table? So here the answer is manager employee key. So we have this multiple options over here: manager employee key, small int, and we have another option called employee ID. So here you have to see the questions, and you have mentioned over there, provide fast lookup of the managers. So out of which small int varchar, int performs faster. So we are choosing manager employee key and int null. So this is the correct option over here, and we have to add it over here. So I hope you got the question answer for this. Moving to the next question. Question number 6. You have an Azure Synapse workspace named My Workspace that contains an Apache Spark database named MyTestDB. You run the following commands in an Azure Synapse Analytics pool in My Workspace. Create table, table name, employee ID, employee name, employee start date. Using Parquet, you then use Spark to insert a row into MyTestDB, MyPucket. The row contains the following data. So we have one record over there. And 1 minute later, you execute the following query from the serverless SQL pool in My Workspace. Select employee ID from my table, where name is equal to Alice. What will be the return in the query? So here the answer is an error. So uh, can you guess why is it an error? Because we don't have a field called name. It's an employee name. So you should have mentioned that were employee name. So that's why the answer is an error. Okay. I hope you got. So just understand the syntax as well. The column names has to be specified properly. So moving to the next question, Q7. You have files and folders in Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2 for an Azure Synapse workspace as shown in the following exhibit. So we have a top folder structure, and we do have 4 files, and 2 of those files are inside another folder. Okay. So you create an external table named external table that contain location top folder. When you query external tables by using an Azure Synapse Analytics serverless SQL pool, which files are returned? So the here it's kind of a tricky question. So the answer is obviously that C is file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4. That should be the answer. But here they have mentioned as it is serverless SQL. And if it is serverless SQL, it should be like specified with double star over here. Then it will retrieve the 4 files. But as of now, it is kind of a typo error, I think, in this question. Might be if it is with 2 star, then you can put all file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4. And as of now, the answer is file 1 and file 4 only, because there is no double star over here. So the answer for this is the answer, the B, file 1 CSV and file 4 CSV only. So this will be the retrieved when we have this folder structure like this and we using this. Okay. Moving to the 8th question. You have a table named sales fact in an enterprise data warehouse in Azure Synapse Analytics. Sales facts contains sales data from past 36 months and has the following characteristics. Is partitioned by month, contains 1 billion rows, has clustered column store index. At the beginning of each month, you need to remove data from sales fact that is older than 36 months as quickly as possible. Which 3 conditions should you perform in sequence in a stored procedure? So as a data engineer, you have to choose the best 3 options over here, and they have put some actions over here. So the first option should you have to select is create an empty table named sales fact work that has same schema as sales facts. So that's the first step you have to do. Then you have to switch the partition contain the state data from sales fact to sales fact work. That is the second thing, and drop the sales fact work table. So that should be the third option. So the here answer should be A, B, C, D. If it is have some options, then it should be like D, A, C. Okay. So I hope you got some understanding about this. So moving to the next question. You are planned you are planning the deployment of an Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. You have the following two reports that will access the data lake. We have two reports actually. The report 1 reads 3 columns from a file that contains 50 columns, and the report 2 queries a single records based on the timestamp. Okay, you need to recommend in which format to store the data in the data lake to support the reports. The solution must minimize read times. What should you recommend for each report? Okay, so as per understanding, read 3 columns of a file that contains 15 records. So the best option will be CSV. The destination writes records as a delimited data. So CSV will be the better option over there. And second is like queries a single record based on the timestamp. So whenever you get some kind of question, whenever you find some questions with timestamp and queries in single records, all the thing, Avro will be the best options over here. Okay, Avro supports timestamp because I'm going to take one more question similar to this. So Avro will be the correct answer for this report too. Okay, moving to the 10th question. You are designing a folder structure for an Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 container. Users will query data by using a variety of services, including Azure Databricks and Azure Synapse Analytics serverless SQL pool. The data will be secured by subject area. Most queries will include data from the current year or current month. Which folder structure should you recommend to support fast query and simplified folder security? So here the question itself, we have got the answer. We are separating the data with the subject area, then with the date. So that is the best option, because why we are putting the date at the end, that we have a benefit for that. There is an important reason to put the date at the end of the directory. If you want to lock down a certain region or subject matters to user group, then you can usually do it. Okay, that's why we are choosing the D option over here. So I hope some better understood that concept of why we are choosing D. Okay, so moving to the next question. Question number 11. You need to output files from Azure Data Factory. Which file format should you use in each type of the output? To answer such, okay, so the same question which I have told previously, column format, that is kind of, we have multiple options over here. JSON with timestamp. So in last time I had told, right, whenever you find some timestamp, Avro will be the right option. So the second thing will be an Avro schema is created using a JSON file format. Avro is about timestamp as well. So in the second box, it is obviously Avro. And first one is like Packet. Packet stores data in columns, while Avro stores data in row based format. So the first column format will be Packet. Okay, so the first option you have to select Packet, and the second will be Avro. So I hope you got some better understanding about some questions about how the data engineering questions will be coming. So I'll be posting few more questions over here. Might be some 100+ questions. So you can learn directly these 100 questions and you can clear the data engineering stuff. Okay. So happy learning. All the best. Bye bye.